Hello students. Today we are going to discuss about the transportation in animal blood. Shall we? Blood is the main circulatory medium in the human body. See, our body is completely filled with air and water. The liquid medium, it is only the blood. In addition to that, the lymph also there, but main circulatory medium, it is only the blood, not the lymph. It is always red colored fluid connective tissue. The reason for the red color we will see later. The components of the blood consisting of two main components. Blood is consisting of two main components. One is fluid plasma and formed elements. The formed elements are always blood cells, which are found suspended in the blood plasma. Blood plasma and the formed elements are the two main components of the blood in our circulatory system. Blood plasma, it is slightly alkaline, non-living intercellular substance which constitute about 55% of the blood. It is alkaline non-living intercellular substance. See, if any injury in our skin, immediately you will see the blood which is oozing out from the injured area. The blood is present between the cells. So intercellular substance. The blood plasma, whether it is living or non-living, it is a non-living one. It is always alkaline. Why it is always alkaline? Organic substances like protein, glucose, urea, enzymes, hormones, vitamins and minerals are present in the blood plasma. So they are called what? Alkaline substance. What are the formed elements? There are three different classes in our blood, which are red blood corpuscle, white blood corpuscle and platelets. Red blood corpuscles are also called erythrocyte, white blood corpuscles also called leukocytes, and blood platelets are also called thrombocytes. We'll see one by one the erythrocyte, leukocyte and thrombocyte. Erythrocyte, they are the most abundant cells in the human body. Most abundant cells in the human body. They are formed in the bone marrow. See, bone marrow means not in all the bone structures inside the bone we have the bone marrow. The largest bone structures like thigh bone, our forearm, back arm, sternum, like that, the longest bone structures in our body are having huge mass of bone marrow in which the RBC is formed. These RBCs impart red color to the blood due to the presence of respiratory pigment called hemoglobin. What is the reason for the red color? I told later we'll see the time has come. The meaning for the red colored blood corpuscle, it is the presence of respiratory pigment called hemoglobin. Hemoglobin consisting of two different meaning. One is heme, another one is globin. Heme is a iron part. Globin is a protein molecule. Iron containing protein molecule is responsible for carrying the oxygen from lungs to different tissues in our body. But in matured RBC, They don't have organelles and the nucleus. And their shape is biconcave, disc shaped structure. Their lifespan is 120 days. This RBC is involved in the transport of oxygen from lungs to different tissues. The blood vessels connected with the lung tissue will collect the oxygen inhaled through our nose, and this exchanging only the oxygen molecule from lungs to the blood vessels. In the blood vessels, the blood RBC will collect the oxygen and carrying this to different regions. Each and every small cells also receiving the blood because of this function. How the RBC is carrying this oxygen from lungs to the tissues? There is a specific meaning for this. And why does the matured mammalian RBCs not having organelles and nucleus? We'll see. Why does mammalian RBC lack cell organelles and nucleus? Mammalian RBC lack nucleus and makes the cell biconcave and increasing the surface area. The absence of nucleus is the main reason for the biconcave structure to be attained by the RBC, which is increasing the surface area. For what? The increased surface area for oxygen binding. Okay, oxygen binding, it is because of increased surface area, biconcave disc shaped structure. Nucleus is absent, that is why oxygen binding is enormous in amount in the increased area. But what about the organelles? Loss of mitochondria allows the RBC to transport all the oxygen to the tissues. See, what is the function of mitochondria? Respiration. True cellular respiration, it is because of the mitochondria inside each and every cell in a human body. But this mature RBC, they don't have this mitochondria, which allows the RBC to transport all the oxygen to the tissue. It's a specific, rarest function in the cells of our body. Most abundant cells, RBCs. And the loss of endoplasmic reticulum allows more flexibility for RBC to move through the narrow capillaries. See, underline this. Loss of endoplasmic reticulum allows more flexibility for the RBC to move through the narrow capillaries. Capillaries are having very narrow openings through which only the liquid can move. So the liquids consisting of the formed elements, this RBC is also moving. Okay, this is very important structure in the matured RBC. Loss of the organelles playing an important role for its movement inside the capillaries, blood capillaries. And the mitochondria is the main reason to allow or to carry numerous amount of oxygen and supplying of all the oxygen to the tissues. This is the structure you are seeing, the matured RBC. So at the center there is a biconcave structure attained by the RBC. Now we are starting white blood corpuscles, leukocytes. They are colorless, but they do not have the respiratory pigment called hemoglobin, and all the WBC structure cells are nucleated cells. So there is a small difference in the morphological feature and also the function inside the cell structure of RBC and WBC. So they are colorless, they don't have hemoglobin and or nucleated cells. It is found in bone marrow, spleen, thymus and lymph nodes. See, bone marrow we have seen, spleen where the main function happened, unwanted microorganisms can be controlled. Thymus directly involved in the immune function. Lymph nodes, they are filtering regions which will filter the lymph to collect the microorganisms. So in all those four areas, the white blood corpuscles called leukocytes are found. They have the amoeboid movement. This capability helps the white blood corpuscle to carry some unwanted microorganisms which enters through our body. The white blood corpuscles can be grouped into two categories. One is granulocytes, another one is agranulocytes. So what are called granulocytes and agranulocytes? We are seeing two different categories, granulocytes and agranulocytes. The location for the white blood corpuscle, it is very important. Spleen, thymus, lymph node. Directly our defense mechanism is depending on all those three different regions. Okay. Granulocytes. You see the granulocyte, in which the word cyte, which means cell, which means what? Cells. Granules are found in their cytoplasm. This is the meaning, granulocytes. In the WBC, granules are present. A prominent structure after giving the staining process to the WBC, we will understand that the presence of granules. And the nucleus is irregular or lobed structure. Irregular or lobed. In a normal cell, there is a single nucleus, but in the WBC, irregular or lobed nucleus is available. The granulocytes are of three different types. One is neutrophils, eosinophils and basophils. Neutrophils and basophils are stained by the methylene blue dye, and the eosinophils only by the eosin solution. That is why the name it is differ. Different cell structures are available. Based on the availability of nucleus, we are classifying this granulocytes of WBC or the leukocytes. Now we will see neutrophils. They are larger in size and have 2 to 7 lobed nucleus. How to understand this 2 to 7 lobed nucleus? See, this is the nucleus structure. This is mentioned here as a multi-lobed, and you are seeing that fine granules with eosin and methylene blue stain. Methylene blue, as I have told you. This is the lobed structure of nucleus. Lobed structure of nucleus. Okay. So 2 to 7 lobed nucleus is the main important point to identify the neutrophils when you test the blood. And these leukocytes form 60 to 65% of total leukocytes number. 60 to 65% of these corpuscles are found in leukocytes. Their numbers are increased during infection and inflammation. Now you understand the meaning of infection. It is making a trouble in our normal function by microorganisms. It may be bacteria or virus or fungi, anything may be. The spores of fungi also can cause infection. So it will make ultimately the wound in the skin, and then it will enter inside and it will reach the blood, it will travel through the blood, it may target some organs in our body. Initially they are targeting our skin, or through any opening in the skin it will move inside the body. What about the inflammation? Inflammation, it is swelling with pain. Swelling with pain. So what is the meaning here? Numbers are increased during infection and inflammation. Neutrophil numbers will be increased when there is an infection in our body and when there is inflammation in our body. Towards that particular area, these neutrophils will increase its number. This is a picture we have seen. Eosinophils. Eosinophils also very important. See, bilobed nucleus is present. Okay, bilobed nucleus. This is the bilobed nucleus. You are seeing bilobed nucleus. Okay, specifically granules are stained with the eosin stain. Eosin stain. This eosin constitute 2% to the 3% in the total leukocyte number. Just 2 to 3% it is eosinophil. Their number also increases during the conditions like allergy and parasitic infection. The parasites may be endoparasites or exoparasites. Exoparasites are present in our skin surface itself. Endoparasites are present inside our body. It may target any organ in our body. Okay, any tissue in our body. Towards that parasitic infection, the eosinophils number will be increased. Allergy, when we travel a fast, imagine that a fast running vehicle which is crossing, from which the smoke is emitted, unfortunately we are inhaling, immediately we will sneeze. That time also this eosinophils will increase. Do you understand? Or sometimes the wasp which bite on our skin may cause the inflammation. It is also called allergy. Continuous sneezing also allergy. Making swelling in our skin also allergy. Skin allergy. Towards that, this eosinophil numbers will be increased suddenly. But what is the function of this eosinophil? It brings about a detoxification of toxins. Toxins produced by the endoparasitic organism or exoparasitic organism are detoxified, becomes functionless. This is the main function of eosinophil. This picture we have seen basophils. Basophils have lobed nucleus, but sometimes it may be bilobed nucleus also. Bilobed, but we have to understand it is lobed. Again, the methylene blue, the stain it is given methylene blue. So don't forget, this is a basophil. See the granules of the basophil, it is very dark after giving methylene blue stain. They have lobed nucleus and they form 0.5 to 1% of the total leukocytes. They release some chemicals during the process of inflammation. When there is inflammation, these basophils will release some chemicals. It is to neutralize, it is to detoxify, it is to protect. This is very function of the basophil, very important function of the basophil. Granulocytes. So granulocytes, only 3 different titles. They are neutrophils, eosinophils and basophils we have seen. Now we are sorting agranulocytes. Granules are not found in the cytoplasm of these cells. That is why the meaning it is given agranulocytes. Agranulocytes means granulocytes are absent. They are not found in the cytoplasm of these cells. These agranulocytes are of two types, lymphocytes and the monocytes. So we will see one by one the subtitles, lymphocytes and the monocytes. Lymphocytes, these are about 20 to 25 percentage of the total leukocytes. 20 to 25 percentage of the total leukocytes. They produce antibodies during bacterial and viral infection. See, specifically mentioned the bacterial and viral infection. Towards that, these lymphocytes are producing antibodies. So any bacterial infection which may cause some severe problem to our health, and it is affecting our health, and the same time virus also can cause, even the common cold also caused by the virus. Some of the persons they cannot tolerate even the common cold because it lasts in our body for 7 days. Towards that problem, the antibodies are produced by these lymphocytes. Antibodies will control the function of each and every bacterium or the virus. So this is the lymphocyte structure. The nucleus, it is larger in size and they are intended in one region of the cell, lymphocytic cell. So we will see what is monocyte. Monocytes are the largest of the leukocytes. So largest structure in the leukocyte in the WBC, it is monocyte. They are showing amoeboid movement and their shape also in amoebic structure itself. These cells form 5 to 6% of the total leukocytes. 20 to 25% it is lymphocytes, 5 to 6% it is leukocyte. The type monocyte structure. They are phagocytes and they can engulf bacteria. Imagine amoebic movement. Amoeboid movement is what? When the amoeba is moving, they have to use its pseudopodia. When the food is felt and about to move inside the amoeba, the amoebic pseudopodia will cover the entire food. They are forming the food vacuole and then digest the food. It will eliminate the undigested food within the single irregular shaped organism called amoeba. Like that, this monocytes also. When there is a bacterium, this monocyte will move. It will catch the bacterium. It will swallow the bacterium. It is called engulf. It will produce some substances to detoxify and to kill the engulfed bacterium, and it will release the bacterium into many small minute pieces. That is called phagocytic activity. So these lymphocytes and the monocytes are directly involved in our defense mechanism. Defense, body's first line of the defense mechanism is produced by this agranulocytic structures of our blood. Very essential structures. Okay, we'll see lifespan of different WBCs. This is not present in our book. This is not present in our book. And so I have given this. Neutrophils have the lifespan of 2 to 5 days of time. Eosinophils 7 to 12 days of time. Basophils 12 to 15 days of time. Monocytes 2 to 5 days of time. Lymphocytes half to 1 day of time. So lymphocytes all the 24 hours are working towards the protection, because it is the main defense mechanism is because of this agranulocytic structure. And now you are seeing that blood platelets or thrombocytes. Thrombocytes or the blood platelets, they are always associated with the RBC. See, biconcave structure in between that the thrombocytes are there. These cells are small and colorless. They do not have the nucleus, but it is very important one for our blood. There are about 2,50,000 to 4 lakhs of platelets per cubic millimeter of blood. So don't forget, its number is huge, more than that of the RBC structure. More than that of the RBC structure. Why it is so important? Lifespan of the platelet is 8 to 10 days. They play an important role in clotting of blood. Clotting of blood. See, if there is no thrombocyte in our blood, even for the small cut in our skin while plucking a leaf, while breaking a small plant part, may cause severe loss of blood through that wounded area. But because of this thrombocyte, the blood clot is created immediately to stop the loss of blood, prevention of the blood loss. So these platelets form clot at the site of injury with the help of a protein called thrombin. Thrombin. That is why the cell name itself given thrombocytes. Thrombocytes. Okay, it's a very important function performed by the blood cell formed element thrombocytes. Don't forget. Problems related to increased or decreased number of formed element. Still now we have seen the RBC, its lifespan, its specific activity and its specific nature, and then WBC, its specific structure with the help of the presence of granules or absence of granule. And we have studied 5 different subtitles. 3 is coming under granulocytes and the 2 is coming under agranulocytes. Now we are seeing the problems related to increased or decreased number of formed elements. Number 1 is anemia. Decrease in the number of erythrocytes. When the loss of RBC takes place, when there is absence of RBC takes place, our body will be in anemic condition. So this condition it is called anemic or anemia. Leukocytosis, increase in the number of leukocytes, granulocytes or agranulocytes, whatever it may be. This increased number of leukocytes are leukocytosis. Whereas the decreased number of leukocytes, it is called leukopenia. And decreased number of thrombocytes, it is called thrombocytopenia. These are all a severe problematic situation to the human society. Now, what are the functions of blood discussed in 7 different points? It's a very important one. Then after we'll see the importance of this chapter and then we'll conclude. So functions of blood: transport of respiratory gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide. Oxygen is collected from lungs, which will be supplied to all the cells, all the tissues, all the organs in our body. Whereas the carbon dioxide will be collected from each and every cell. It will be supplied, returned to the lungs. So we are exhaling. Second, transport of digested food materials. Once after the food digestion gets completed inside the small intestine, our small intestine, the end region, will absorb the digested food with the help of the microvilli, a small finger like structure. It is because of only the transport function to be performed through the blood, the digested food materials, its components, food components, maybe carbohydrate or vitamin or protein or mineral or only mere water. So this will be transported only with the help of blood. Third, transport of hormones. We have two different hormonal activity: endocrine activity and exocrine activity. Endocrine activity totally depending on the blood. The hormone will be released in the blood. The blood is traveling all the regions in our body, and when the released hormone is essential in the region, that region will absorb that hormone. So the target area receiving the hormone through the blood supply, blood transport. So that transport of hormone also given. Transport of nitrogenous excretory products. It may be ammonia, it may be urea, it may be uric acid. Depends on the waste nitrogenous product. Transport also done. Now, fifth point: protection of the body and defense against disease. Remember about the leukocytes, lymphocytes, and monocytes. They are the first line of the body's defense mechanism. They are suitable examples for this point. Helps in regulation of pH and body temperature. See, we are seeing about the circulatory system. Heart is pumping organ. This is circulating the blood all the cells in our body. The blood is circulating always from one region to another region. Thereby oxygen is supplied, carbon dioxide is collected, food is transported, hormone is moving, nitrogenous waste is collected. Imagine when there is a circulation of liquid which will regulate the body temperature, which will regulate the temperature in the medium. Blood is always present inside our body, not outside our body. So normal body temperature is maintained because of the circulation of blood. Last function, which maintains the proper water balance in the body. Proper water balance, it is because of transportation by the blood. It is because of consuming the water when we are in thirsty. It is because of erythropoiesis. It is what? Generation of RBC when there is a lack of RBC. See, there are so many occasions may indicate the synthesizing of RBC in the bone marrow. That also may be may also maintain the water balance in our body. There is a specific quantity of blood in male and female of the human society. Decreased condition may cause some severe problem. So there is a need to maintain the amount, the quantity of blood. So proper water balance also maintained by the function of the blood circulation. Okay, students, uh, we are going to conclude this class. In our next class, we'll see the proper informations about the circulation, blood vessels, structure of heart, how the heart is pumping the blood to the lungs and outside the heart, how the sounds of the heart is generated. Everything we'll see in our next video. If you have any doubt, you please comment and subscribe our video. Don't forget to touch the bell button. Thank you, students.